My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 144. In this lecture, we will try to understand a very interesting topic, that is hypothesis testing. I am sure that this is going to be a fundamental topic for upcoming lectures. I request you to understand this lecture carefully. First, we will try to understand what is hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing can be used to determine whether a statement about the value of population parameter should or should not be rejected. This point, just try to understand this point. What is the purpose of hypothesis testing? A statement about value of population parameter, about value of population parameter. What is my population parameter? Population parameter may be population mean, that may be population variance, that may be population proportion. Should be rejected. Parameter should or should not be. Parameter should or should not be rejected. This I will should or should not be rejected. How will it be? We will try to understand. Before understanding what is hypothesis testing, first let me define what is hypothesis. Hypothesis is nothing but some assumption about the population parameter. The null hypothesis denoted by capital H naught. What is this capital H naught? It is null hypothesis. Let me repeat. The null hypothesis denoted by capital H naught is a tentative assumption about a population parameter. I can say this is tentative assumption about, I can say this is null hypothesis. It is tentative assumption of population parameter. That is my null hypothesis. The alternative hypothesis is denoted by H1, is the opposite of what is stated in null hypothesis. Simply I can say it is opposite to what? Opposite to H naught. That is my null hypothesis. Therefore, I can say these two hypotheses are opposite to each other. I can say two competing statements are null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. We should be very careful to structure hypothesis appropriately so that test conclusion provides the information that researcher wants. Before analyzing this in detailed manner, just let me say like this. In the previous lectures, you learned how sample data can be extrapolated to draw inferences about the population. In hypothesis testing, we will extend this discussion further and learn some robust techniques to draw conclusions about the population using the sample data. Let's start with simple real-time example. Let me say like this. Let's start with the example of a famous example. You might have heard about it. Example of Nestle's Maggi banned in India due to excessive chemicals used. You may have heard of case where the Nestle was involved in a legal battle to prove that Maggi contains permissible amount of certain ingredients such as lead. Government specified may permissible amount of lead in any food product is 2.5 ppm. You might have heard what is this 2.5 ppm. What is this ppm? Parts per million. Parts per million. Let me repeat this statement. Government specified permissible amount of lead in any food product is 2.5 ppm, that is parts per million. They conduct test on randomly chosen samples from the market. They take few samples and let me repeat. They take few samples and measure the lead content, and average lead content found to be above the limit. The company might be in legal trouble. Now let's say that the company manufactures approximately 1 million units of the product every day. How will you conclude that lead content is less than 2.5 ppm, that is parts per million? Obviously, you cannot practically measure the amount of lead in all 1 million units. So, how can you make conclusions for entire population of 1 million units based on a smaller sample? When you perform analysis on a sample, you only get the statistics about the sample. Using these sample statistics, you actually make claims about the entire population. But remember, these are just claims. You cannot be sure if they are actually true or valid for the population. This kind of claim or assumption is called hypothesis. For example, your hypothesis might be that the average lead content in a food product less than 2.5 ppm, that is parts per million. Whatever your hypothesis, it is again only a claim based on some limited amount of data and not valid for entire population. What hypothesis testing helps you to do statistically verify whether a claim is likely to be true or not for entire population. You already know the basic concepts involved in drawing inferences for the population using sample statistics from our previous lectures. Let's now learn how to frame and test hypothesis more formally. Just understand this. What is my null hypothesis? How can I form null hypothesis for this Maggi noodle problem which is faced by that Nestle company? Let me say, if a government body accuses Nestle, let me say like this, if a government body accuses Nestle company having excess lead content in their Maggi products, the null hypothesis will be status quo. That is important, this statement, that null hypothesis is status quo. What is null hypothesis here? Average lead content is within the allowed limit of 2.5 ppm. This is status quo, isn't it? That status quo can be treated as null hypothesis. What is status quo? Status quo is average lead content is within the allowed limit of 2.5 ppm. What is alternative hypothesis? As I told you, alternative hypothesis is opposite of null hypothesis. Average lead content is more than 2.5 ppm. Here you must understand one thing. The context of the situation is very important in determining how the hypothesis should be stated. In some cases, it is easier to identify the alternative hypothesis first. In other cases, null hypothesis is easier. Alternative hypothesis can be considered, otherwise, alternative hypothesis as a research hypothesis. It is a researcher hypothesis. Most of the time, the researchers wants to prove the alternative hypothesis. Many applications of hypothesis testing involve an attempt to gather evidence in support of research hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis as a research hypothesis. Example, just let me consider one simple example. A new manufacturing method is believed to be better than the current method. This is my statement. Assume that in a manufacturing context, here what is the context? Manufacturing context. Somebody is proposing a new manufacturing method. So we want to test this assumption. So what is that is alternative hypothesis. What is alternative hypothesis? The new manufacturing method is better, isn't it? That is the claim, isn't it? I can say because the new method was given by researcher, always researcher believe that there is a support for that particular assumption. The null hypothesis, as usual, it is a complement, it is opposite of alternative hypothesis. Therefore, my null hypothesis here, it's opposite to alternative hypothesis, that is new method is no better than the older method. Just go through this lecture. If you have any difficulty, please keep a comment. I will continue my discussion on hypothesis testing in next lecture also. Thank you very much.